I wanted to share a technique with you to create a layer mask using Storyline's scroll bar function. Now this is a great mess-free way to animate on-screen elements without using tons of shapes to mask your objects. It's especially useful if you're animating over the top of a texture like this one. For this example, I'm going to animate some poster designs. Now it's a good idea to get everything laid out and ready before you drop it into the scroll bar. So as you can see here, everything's laid out for this price drop poster. So once you're happy with your design, you're going to select all the animated elements and pop them to one side. Like that. Now what we're going to do is go up to Insert, and then on the right hand side of the screen you will see a little option called Scrolling Panel. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to set our layer mask. So for this example, we're going to animate over the top of the base of the poster. So if you draw your scrolling panel to the sort of the exact same size as the back base of this poster, and then we're going to drop our elements in afterwards. So here we go, making sure it's all nice and flush. Okay, and now the scrolling panel is in place. We're going to drag and drop all of the animated elements into the scroll bar. So one thing to mention is with these scroll bars, if you have elements that are bigger than the scroll bar itself, it'll actually start functioning like a scroll bar. Now of course we don't want the scroll bar function, we just want to be able to drop elements in there and, like I said, use it as a layer mask. So make sure what you're placing into the box isn't larger than the box itself, otherwise you'll get that, as you can see, that on-screen scroll bar function. Okay. So now everything's dropped in. You can see in the timeline, everything's been compacted into a scroll bar folder. So you can expand that, and as you can see, everything's populated inside there. And what we're going to do now is just arrange each element to how we want it to be coming in on the screen. So sort of the timing for each element. So let's drag all these to one side. We want it to sort of come in a certain order. So everything on the top of the screen we want to come in first, and then these price offers are going to come in, sort of fan in from the left and the right, as well as the sort of price drops and the images. So let's just get all that set up. Okay, so now they're all tastefully arranged within the scroll bar. We're going to add some animations to them. So I just want to use simple fly-ins for this, sort of showcase how the layer mask is going to work. So let's select everything on the left-hand side and give it a fly-in from the left. Do that first. And then, of course, flying from the right as well. And then you can see the price drop. It's going to come in flying from the top, and then the hundreds of product prices dropped is going to come in flying from the left. I think that'd be a good kind of order for it. One last thing, we want to animate the background to fly in as well. So the board, the back base of the poster, and let's get that flying animation as well. There we go, lovely. So let's give that a preview. If we hit publish, let's see that in action. So there you go, it flies in, and then all the lovely bits and pieces flying alongside it. And there you have it, using scroll bars as layer masks in Articulate Storyline. Now this is just one example of what you could use it for. Of course, with most things in Storyline, you're only limited by your own imagination. So give it a whirl, and I hope you found this useful.